Dang, that sounds like music I used to jam to back in my day.
What? Back in around before the Common Era when you were giving birth to a half bull, half human?
I most likely listen to this when I was cursed with a lust for a wild white bull, then belonged to my husband.
Ah, what a weird love story.
Hey guys, it's Pasiphae
and Circe here with you. Or at least those are the characters we will be talking about today.
My name is Danny and I'll be playing Pasiphae.
And my name is Sabrina and I will give them information about Circe, the sister of Pasiphae. As much as I would love to be a character in Greek mythology, it is still cool to talk about them.
Right? Now we will be tracing the connections between a sisterhood events that happen in Greek mythology.
So let's get going.
Pasiphae was the daughter of Helios and Perseus and had two siblings, Aidius and Circe. Like her siblings, she was skilled in the art of witchcraft. Pasiphae was an early Cretan moon goddess, similar to the classical Selene. She married King Minos and bore many of his children. In an incident which cannot be elaborated on, Pasiphae was cursed with the lust for the finest white bull of the king. Her lust was so vigorous that she had to contact an artist to help her satisfy the fire within. Pasiphae contacted
Daedalus,
and he built a contraption. It was an animate wooden cow wrapped in woven skin. She coupled with a bull and ended up bearing a hybrid child, half bull, half human. It had the face of a bull and the body of a human, to which King Minos did not approve of. He sent him off as killing him would be an offense to the gods. Not only was Pasiphae unfaithful, but so was Minos, and she found out about fidelity. She bewitched him. This caused him to ejaculate poisoned creatures and destroy his lovers, but Pasiphae herself was immune to the spell. Alright, take it from here, sister.
In the Odyssey, Circe is best known for turning Odysseus' men and turning them into pigs. The demigod is sometimes considered a myth, witch, enchantress, or sorceress, plays a major role in the Odyssey. She lived on the island of Aia and spent her time turning passing sailors into wolves and lions, and all sorts of animals after drugging them. Odysseus was previously given a magical plant that ensured he would not be morphed by Circe. When Odysseus and his crew arrive in Aia, Circe traps the men and turns them into pig. Odysseus finds out about this and makes Circe swear not to betray him. Circe protects Odysseus along with his men for a year. It is believed that during this year, Circe and Odysseus conceived 3 children by the name of Telegonus, Agrius, and Latinus. After the year is over, Odysseus and his men must return back to Ithaca, an island in Greece. Circe tells Odysseus of 2 possible ways back to Greece. One way is by sea, where they will encounter the sirens, who enchant men with their singing. This is where Odysseus and his men must cover their ears with wax. At this point, they will encounter hard-to-beat rocks called drifters and the monstrous Cyclola, a creature with 12 legs and 6 heads. Or the team would choose a detour where they might encounter Charybdis, a massive whirlpool that will swallow the ship. In either choice, Odysseus will then encounter an island called Trinicia, where Helios is the sun god, immortal cattle live. They must not eat the cattle, which are protected by Thetis and Lampetia, the daughters of Helios and Nereid. The rest is in the Odyssey.
These 2 female characters in Greek mythology represent women in Greek mythology and in the Odyssey, a book based on these myths. Even though the characters are connected, they expand to other tales like Theseus with the Minotaur or with Odysseus in the Odyssey. Women are often seen in Greek mythology as helpers of men or evil witches who curse people. From the stories, Circe curses people and helps Odysseus find his way back to Greece, and Pasiphae helps Minos of Crete when she gives birth to the Minotaur. The myth of our characters have been around for a while, and if you watch movies, listen to music, or read books, you can come across mentions of our characters in modern day. Have you heard of the names of Pasiphae and Circe in pop culture?
Yes. The name Circe appears in various sources, for example, on the show DuckTales in the episode Home Sweet Home, made in 1987, or in Percy Jackson, The Sea of Monsters, where I turned Percy Jackson into a guinea pig.
There's a high amount of allusions to our characters, but what about the subtle allusions?
I see, like the fairy godmother in Shrek. The main antagonist in Shrek 2, by the name of Dama Fortuna, she represents the villain archetype who comes in the way of Shrek reaching his destination. Unlike Circe, who helps Odysseus in his journey. The fairy godmother also turns Shrek into human, which is a complete opposite of Circe, who turns men into pigs. Both of the characters use magic to change the course of a hero's journey. The authors or writers of these stories include supernatural intervention to add to the fictional aspect of the story. The forces either work against the hero or for the hero.
Another more recent allusion to your character Circe is when Dr. Pasiphae from the Disney movie The Princess and the Frog turns the Prince Naveen into a frog after he tricks them into his shop to read their cards. Now Prince Naveen's whole journey is thrown off course and he can no longer go to meet the rich princess, Charlotte Labou. Like we mentioned, both these characters use magic in some sort of way to work against or in favor of the character.
Well, now that you know how characters connect to each other, you can finally get the tiny connection in this book
Remember to learn about Greek myths yourself if you want to get a good grip on the subject.
Enjoy the Greek outlet.
Thank you.